Now we're recording.
I have exciting news for everybody.
No,
My
don't do it.
latest book has been published.
Oh,
It
nice.
is available
Congratulations.
as an ebook and a physical book. It's a sequel, so read both of them.
Oh,
But don't pirate them because then I don't get money.
you're telling the wrong group of people because I'm not a good person in real life. I'm a member of the National Pirate Party.
If you pirate my book, please at least go leave it a review on Amazon.
May I ask which national party?
The American National Party.
Oh, because
Just kidding. I'm a member of the International Pirate Party, but I also subscribe to the national chapter as well.
And what is your pirate name?
Andrew.
Oh,
If you're gonna pirate it,
okay.
just leave me a review on Amazon and I will be happy.
It's biblical. It means manly.
That's nice. Read my book and then review it, please.
How many pages is it?
It's like
Book
200.
one is... They're about 190 pages each.
Ah, yes, an easy
They're
read
middle
for
grade
all
books.
of our viewers.
Yeah. They're middle grade
They make
superhero stories.
great
They're great.
gifts for children.
They do. They're anti-bullying, anti-profiling.
Oh, no, those are things I don't agree with. You should bully everyone by whatever
No bullying.
profile you specifically target. Are they
No
black?
bullying.
Be racist. Are they handicapped
Don't
in
be
some way?
racist.
Be bigoted. Are
Don't listen to
they
Andrew.
do they like pineapple on pizza? Beat them to death.
Burn them
Hey,
at
Andrew.
the stake.
You
I like
wanna know what I do?
pineapple on pizza. I made some
I
the
do
other
too.
day.
Also.
Simmers.
But, So, Andrew, what you just said about your name just made me Google search my name again. But I learned something just now. Apparently, Mark is a derivative of the word Mars, which means to be it's derived from Old Latin Markos, which means consecrated to the god Mars, or god of war, or to be warlike.
So you're warlike, and my full name has to do with being named the beloved man, or man who's beloved by all.
Mine's a warlike bear from a tree plantation.
My name means fate.
Lovely. All right. So, recap for all of those who are watching, and all of you who have forgotten last week. Oh, let's see. We had our shopping episode last week, didn't we? That was
Yes.
Yes,
And the prosthetics.
yes.
fun. We'll call it the prosthetic episode. That's what it was. Where these guys, they are so concerned about young little Timothy that they spent 2 days constructing a prosthetic arm for him. Other important things was our good friend Larkspur got a note from one of her associates saying that her daughter had been found and that they know where she is. Let's see. Absalom, you... anything noteworthy?
I was looking for an Everbright lantern. I had an
Yeah,
altercation with Surgeon's mom.
That's alright.
Yeah.
With Surgeon's mom.
I put my feelers out. Oh,
That
there
was
was one important thing we need to bring up that only my character knows about, but the audience should be reminded.
You left a pin on Surgeon's wardrobe.
I
Or
did.
table.
I handmade a pin out of a very rare, expensive metal for our supposed enemy.
Yes.
Aww.
Because you were BFF.
Secret
Um,
BFFs.
And then, let's see. Yeah, Nora got along. You got your hammer. Just a lot of shopping.
And my
That's just gonna bring us, yes, to the beginning of day 3. This is
Execution
the
day.
Day of Sim's execution, and the day that you will embark on your journey to escort Princess Natala to Grimguard. Well, not necessarily escort, but take her to Grimguard and then be her guards while she is there. Festival of Melodies. The day starts very early for all of you. The execution, as you have been told, was going to be set pretty early in the morning. Around 7 o'clock in the morning, all of you receive a knock on your doors. One of the many guards who roam the castle come and awaken you all, notifying you that the execution is going to take place in about an hour at the city center.
Out of character. Does this is implying I am expected to be present?
You guys were all there.
Just checking.
Sim spoke out against you.
That's true.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
That's
I guess we're kind of
true.
like witnesses, so yeah.
Okay.
Do we get to be the ones who, kill him?
I
You
don't.
haven't been notified that you get to.
Yeah,
Well,
Team
It's
effort?
it's not a formal job. I know that for myself, I'll just kind of get ready for the day, I guess. Go get some breakfast if I can before the execution starts. Get all dressed and gussied up.
Alright.
I'm gonna get Timothy. I'll go check on Timothy, get him ready for the day, help him get some breakfast, and then
He's
not
super
invite him to
tired.
the execution. Be like, alright, you can sleep in then.
lock him in your room.
Kind of hears you and just goes back to bed.
Alright, great,
Went
perfect.
through sort of a traumatic experience having this prosthesis put on his arm.
That's true. Just checking on him. He's fine. My armor is perfectly clean, so I'm good to go.
Very nice. Anything anyone else would like to do?
Lingshot will. She was already awake when the knock came anyway, so she will just go early to the town square and sit on one of the buildings that is adjacent but high up, just watching
Okay.
everything.
Does Absalom know that Ling doesn't really sleep?
You guys have worked together for several years, so that's up for you two to decide.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's possible. It's just that I get up early.
Oh, you just get up early? Okay, it's not packed stuff. Okay.
Just an early rise.
Yes, Prometheus will, when he awakes, he will change the glamour upon his armor to where there's, a slight hint of the adamantine aspect now mixed in with the sigil of our rank. But I want it to be my best. I'll. This is not Critical Role. We're not doing this.
Wait, I'm confused.
Sorry, nothing.
Ignore it. Keep going.
Just
Don't
move
worry
on.
about it. But I will change my outfit to be my most formal attire. But I want it to seem slightly dark and black. I want it to look like death, but like fancy death.
Death, but going to a cocktail party.
Yeah, if I have an official
buy a
dress
red
uniform, I would
mask.
like to wear that if I have one, rather than normal
yeah.
Yeah.
You would have one. Yeah,
Okay,
no
perfect.
problem.
Yeah, Larkspur would be dressed for the occasion, I guess. Since we're all talking about what we're gonna wear.
What will I wear?
Oh, instead I'm like, oh yeah, Larkspur is probably gonna be doing this stuff too.
Listen, girls, shopping trip.
What shopping?
Just kidding.
We
We already
went-
did that.
Yeah, that was
Did that.
we already had that.
All right. So you all meet up together as you
Morning.
have gotten ready for the day. You begin making your way downtown.
Walking fast. But not
So
too
fast.
fast because we want to be chill.
Right.
You want to be chill. As you get closer to the city center, you do notice as there are people throughout the city just constantly shouting out, "Execution! Execution today! All are invited! Public execution!" You hear that on your... It's probably about an hour's walk from where you are.
Now, question: is this a fairly common thing, or is this a fairly rare thing for there to be oh yeah, there's an execution?
It's not uncommon, but usually when it's made public and told for lots of people to be there, it does bear some significance.
Gotcha.
Not unheard of, but it's a spectacle.
I'd also like to use the sending stones just to kind of communicate where I am and if I can group up, and so we can go together.
I thought we already met up.
Oh, we did. Okay, whatever. Cool.
Well,
He's like,
Well, not
to the
like
Rocky
that.
talking, we're like, I'm right
You don't
here.
have to roleplay like you did walking down the street.
Except Lingshot apparently is just standing on a building somewhere.
That's, alright, that's fine.
Ling's been there for you've been there for a little while, Ling. There's nothing out of the ordinary at the Sunny Center. You see, as you guys all enter there, and you would have seen this, there's this giant statue of the Emperor just at the center of it.
Wait. We don't know what the Emperor looks like, but there's a statue of him.
His face, I was continuing, is left bare, but there's just this giant statue of this huge man.
A faceless statue?
Very muscular. Yes, faceless statue.
That
And
is
this is a
so
new
creepy.
statue, or this has been there?
This isn't a new statue. This is it's been there. It's a statue.
Okay.
Signifying that the Emperor has control of all, and that
I avoid looking at the blank
Yes.
face.
in control, and that all right. Sounds good. Like it's chiseled, sort of. Like it has some detail, but there's no specific detail.
I imagine it's really
that
blank
looks
compared to the rest of the
exactly. You could put a
statue.
face on it.
Gotcha.
Ugh.
Yes. It's also adorned in all sorts of tiny inlet jewels, and it has been colored. It's not like a statue, but it's just colored in reds and golds. Yeah, kind of like that. That's a good example. Thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate it. But at the base of the feet of the statue is this risen assembled platform, where there is it's just a platform. You don't see any sort of tools to perform an execution. Just this table. That's about all you see. You notice as there is quite a crowd gathering. Before it, there are several guards that have created the space between this platform and where the civilians are. You have about 20, 30 feet between as you guys finally get there and approach. All the normal guards salute you, and it's just very quiet. There's nothing being said in the area. Even with the monthly civilians, it's just a very quiet and sort of tense moment.
Okay. So for this sort of thing, do we usually have an expected seat or place that we go, or like are we just toward the front?
You, being given your rank and stature, you guys are sort of allowed to be wherever you want to be. If you want to be mixed around with the civilians, you're more than allowed to. If you want to be with the guards, you're allowed to. Or if you wish to sort of be closer, there's no problem with that.
Prometheus is going to specifically stay around Ling, and once we get there, Prometheus will ask, "Are you ready to see justice met, Ling?"
So you're heading up into the building with me.
Yes.
No, I'm like on the roof. But
I'm on my broom. I would just
Oh,
be chilling.
Oh, okay.
I was like, you're just climbing this wall?
Excuse me.
I'm literally climbing up the side of the. No, I use my broom. It's my
I
thing.
forgot about your broom.
Yep, I'm up. I'm literally a giant, furry bugbear on a broom in very formal attire, holding a scythe. Like it's very anime.
Very subtle.
I'm seeing like Black Clover with a scythe.
Yes, but hairy.
But yeah.
I'm gonna chill
think
with
from-
Absalom.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would. As for Absalom, what he would want to do is kind of be more towards the front, especially since we brought this guy there, but not like be in front. Be past the line of guards. Just kind of be like in the front row if we could.
Not in the splash zone.
Yeah.
Wait, who out here knows what I did to the prisoner?
Rosendor does not
I
know.
think-
Ling knows.
I
mean,
don't
not-
think.
Well, Larkspur doesn't know. I mean, Rosendor also doesn't know, but like Rosendor isn't here. Larkspur
I don't
doesn't
think
know.
Absalom knows. I don't think
Just
Absalom
Ling.
knows.
So-
Absalom, Ling, Nora, and then
Wait,
the
I
two
know?
guards.
Yeah,
I
you
thought
came
we
in
said
at the end.
Yep.
Oh, we
I thought
last
he
I
had
was
already
there.
passed out. Was he screaming? I know.
Yeah, but
okay, I
you
forgot
know
about
what
that.
happened to him.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
you sent
that's
out a
right, so I
sending
do know.
stone that was like, hey, well, Nora sent out a
It
sending
wasn't
stone
me.
that's like, hey, it wasn't me. That's like,
That
was just 'cause I was
all that
screaming.
Larkspur knows. It's just, it wasn't me. And
Butter
then,
in the blacksmith shop. It wasn't me.
I didn't break any rules. I'm just gonna state that again.
She saw at the
I was just
furnace.
told I wasn't allowed to kill him. Yet.
Understood.
The
That's-
the Emperor had already declared his sentence.
Yes, but
You
he.
decided that the Emperor was not enough.
First off, his sentence was death in 3 days.
This is true.
An extension granted unto me.
Again, true.
And he was in my custody.
Again, true.
He's not dead yet.
I didn't kill him. I just, made sure he couldn't live his last few hours in contentness with death after what he did to our kingdom, to our fellows, and to an entire village of innocent civilians.
Yes, this is true.
It was justice.
Yesterday you did not answer my other question.
What other question?
Let me restate it. You are trying not to appear as a bugbear to the rest of the people here. But then you go and do something that they would not have the background to understand the why of you did it. Those guards yesterday are one example of that.
So long as justice is met. If they need to see a monster, they can see a monster. What I do is for justice and our emperor. I did not do it for myself, I did it for our fellows. And if they need to see a monster, well, it is fine. Were it done by someone else, they would still see them as a monster. It's just easier to see someone like myself, and I will gesture from head to toe and saying, for someone like me, it's much easier to see a monster. So if it can go off on me and not on the shoulders of someone else in our fair group, that is fine with me. I'm just gonna state out of character, this music, the title of this music is super on the nose.
That's why I got it.
Also, that's Dark Souls 2.
Oh, I know. Don't worry. I got music. Don't worry.
I know. I like Dark Souls 2, so.
Oh, it's good.
What's a dark soul?
But the soul has become black through death and murder.
It's, I mean,
kidding.
no, but
I'm
it's
just kidding.
too long to explain. So.
I played the game,
Soul of
it's
man.
fine.
So around
Actually, no, it's the soul of man.
that you
So there you
guys have.
What is a man? More than a filthy pile of lies. Sorry, that was Castlevania.
No, you're good. You're good. That's part of the fun of it. Around the time that you guys finish your conversation, probably 5 minutes after, as you're just sort of looking around, you notice that the crowd, even though it was still quiet, there was absolutely no sound coming from them. Ling and Prometheus, you guys notice that down the center, roughly around the center of the crowd, they start to split, forming a path, as the guards also do. You guys watch as you see. What was his name?
Sim.
No, not Sim.
Oh.
The
High
the
priest.
High Priest that you just told us?
yeah, the
Astorian? Something like
no,
that.
not
Astorian?
him. He left. This one
Right.
was Tali.
Dahlia?
Thalene. He was wearing these very long monk-like robes, with the dark red in color, with these with gold trim, leading a group of these 7. You can tell as clerical leaders with similarly dressed robes, but they have hoods on. You can't see into their faces. sort of making a V in the center of them. Sim, as he's shackled and just walking forward with these priests leading them. No sound is happening at all as they all make their way slowly up to the stand.
Is it just me, or does seem look a little bent out of shape?
Roll perception for me.
Oh, what? Oh, did they heal him?
Roll perception for that joke.
It was so bad, I thought about healing him. 15.
Yeah, you actually see, like, everything seems to be intact and in place.
Oh, then I wouldn't have made that joke. Gosh dang it!
Well, you would have noticed it after you made that joke.
Wait, they
As you got
healed him?
closer.
This is just unbelievable.
Sorry.
Begin walking. No, you're good. What were you going to say?
I was going to ask if Prometheus is out of earshot for the crowd. And for me.
I mean, Prometheus is up in the building.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, I think the only one who's hearing
So you
Prometheus
suddenly-
is Link.
Right. They make their way up and stand on the platform. Thalion steps forward, his voice echoing throughout the crowd. You guys see there's probably close to 300-400 people in this crowd, all waiting. It says, "Citizens of the Reclam Empire, our Emperor has demanded justice upon this man's head." As he steps off to the side, and the priests step to the sides, revealing Sim. He looks beaten and battered and torn, but doesn't look like he's hurt in any way. He just looks like he's physically and mentally just destroyed or beaten. Thalion continues, "This day, the Emperor will show his power to any that oppose him, his rule, and those that are under him." Thalion steps off to the side. Sim sort of looks up, looking around. You can see that he's looking, and he's able to pick several of you out from the crowd. You can see those who are close enough can see some tears beginning to fall down his cheeks.
Drake dropped out.
Oh no! Let's wait a second for him.
His computer froze up.
All I can think is, man, this guy's such a douche.
Absalom will just kind of do like a quiet sigh, just like a little sad sigh. not, yeah.
I'm
not super loud.
gonna do like an envious sigh where I'm like, huh. I wish I was killing him. No, I'm just kidding.
You look at the executioner. Gosh, I wish that was me.
Golly gee, I wish that was my blade getting to bathe in his blood.
Drake's rebooting his computer. Please hold.
Oh.
Well, we can hold this. No
Fly
problem.
me to the like. I just need some nice elevator music in the background now. Let me roam amongst the. No, actually, I want the Ireka 7. No, not Ireka 7. The Evangelion version of Fly Me to the Moon to just be playing in the
Ooh.
background. Just like nice little elevator music. I'm like do 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 do
Fly
do do
to
do
the
do do
moon and let
do.
me fly. Yeah.
That'd be nice.
I'm gonna be real for a second. This
Eve?
music made me think of Minecraft.
That's fair.
All right, you back, Larkspur?
You mean Ling? I'm Larkspur.
Ling?
Larkspur's fine.
Yep, sorry.
Yes,
Yep,
I
sorry.
am back.
How dare we both make names that start with L's, right?
I know, curse you.
So last I heard, there were like so many hundred people in the square.
Yeah, there's about 300-400 people in the square. They've moved Sim up. He is sort of sitting. He's now just on the platform with these 7 clerics and Thalion, the high priest. They've announced to the people, you assuming using thaumaturgy, that this is the display of what the Emperor wants to show, that you do not defy him, his rule, his law, or to the he is appointed. And then Thalion sort of steps to the side Sim is now presented before the crowd and the rest of you. To you that can see him, would be all of you. You guys can see him. He looks distraught, freaking out. He has secure jobs, but he's not moving. He's just very still.
Can I
Being
I want to see if there's any like magic on him, like I make it perceive if there's anything being used to hold him or whatnot.
I mean, looking at the shackles, you know that the Empire usually uses shackles that prevent any magical use, just for safety precautions when transporting the prisoners and things like that.
But I was wondering if like anything else was on him.
You know that.
I would know that.
Are you using detect magic?
Oh no, I don't have that. I was wondering if. Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
I mean, you figure that everybody else probably has some things like these are like the high priests, like they're here.
Yeah.
As he steps to the side, and Sim's looking at all of you, just not saying a word, but just terrified of what's about to happen.
Does he ever
First-
manage to make eye contact with Prometheus?
He hasn't yet, as he's just looking.
You're
and sees
also
Absalom.
clear up, kind of
Memorial.
out of the way. People don't look up.
I'm just
Yeah.
glaring at him with a hatred in my heart.
That's fair.
I'll have a sad look in my eye.
Okay. Ling, you first get through your sending stone, and you hear Thalian's voice. It is your honor to kill him first. Please shoot true.
First.
And that cuts out.
Interesting. Well, I will take a moment to aim, and then do so.
Did only Ling hear that?
Yes, this was only Ling.
Okay.
I will
Whoa.
look quizzically and jealously at Ling.
Well, first of all, like, that's supposed to be an open channel. Somehow they sent to a private channel. But,
Like this, yeah. Don't worry.
It's
The
magic.
high priest, he can do what he wants.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, whoa, how did you get
Are
a
you-
private message in here?
Are you
I
doubting the
control the-
DM and his power?
No, it's just great.
Ancient red dragons appear.
What
Well,
have you done?
Yeah, definitely hits. Immediately, the crowd, everybody's quiet, not sure what's happening as several seconds have passed by, nothing's happening. Went off from the rooftop was an eldritch this just beam of energy shoots down, hits Ling dead in the chest as he just falls down dead. The crowd, so you hear some screams, freaking out, like what just happened, as they calm down, as Thalian's voice goes out. This is one of the 7. Please be patient. One of the priests steps forward, reaching down.
Fetch!
Oh my gosh.
Several seconds later, you watch as you can start to see breath return to Sim. Tears return to his eyes, feeling still no sounds happening from him as the priest steps off to the side and walks down. Absalom, you hear next. Please come forward. It is your turn.
I will put my shield on my back and I'll two-hand my sword Talon and just like walk forward and then make an attack with that. And how would I put in two-handed in this? For
I don't know.
I think actually, hang on, let me. Oh, whatever. It's I'll roll to attack and then I can
Yeah, and then
roll
you can do
damage.
damage. Yeah.
So that's 17 to hit, and then would 13 damage kill him anyway?
Yeah, it will.
Okay, so I'll just have
So you-
me two-handing it for flavor text.
You make your way out of the crowd, making your way up to Sim. Everybody that's still there starts to hear whispers going on, like wondering what's going on, what are they doing. As you step up, wielding Talon and Queen Slipe severed the spine as he falls down to the ground once more. Thalen nods to you as you walk back down, heading off. Another one of the high priests walks forward and touches Sim as the crowd is just in awe and shocked that this is happening as the tissues begin to repair and mend. Sim once again takes a deep breath as life returns to him. Tears continue to run down his face as he stands back up. Nora, you hear the next one. Let justice be served.
She's having a little bit of an internal crisis. Because this isn't justice, this is torture.
Give in to your anger.
I'm not angry.
I'm sorry, that Palpatine
I
came
just
from nowhere.
feel really bad for this guy now.
Remember, because of him, children died, a village died, an entire army of people, or like a platoon of people, died. Fathers, brothers, mothers, children.
I mean, that was partly because of him.
No,
He's mostly dying because he tried to lie to the Emperor. Anyway,
he's a douche.
you don't know about my
They're
crisis,
his
except for
faults.
that I'm hesitant for a moment. I'm like, well, there's no way for me to get around this without causing a huge scene and potentially committing treason, so I'm gonna just try and get it over with. I don't like this, though. Hang on. How do I roll an attack? I forgot.
You do exclamation point attack and then the name of your weapon.
Using my... Oh, where's my... I don't know if I equipped it yet. Hang on.
Dwarven thrower, right there.
Yep. That's
You
the
can do
one.
two-handed,
That's
or
one.
yeah.
Did it not...
Or
Oh,
just type in 2. Just do 2.
2? I was just gonna throw it.
By the way, I'm not going to be making an attack. I'm just testing something. Okay, so I'm
Okay.
not swinging my sword at the crowd.
No, I think,
Yeah!
All right, Nora, you make
I don't look at him while I throw that. I, look away, because I don't like this.
your way out of the crowd. About a minute or two has passed as Nora. You've had this internal conflict. People are confused as Sim is just sitting there. No sound is coming from him, but just tears continue to flow. You make your way out eventually as you approach the stage and head up. Valen makes a nod at you. You look away as you slam your warhammer into Sim,
Yeah.
into his back as you just watch. You hear the crunching sound of his bones as they splinter through as he falls down, takes one breath, and then is dead. You step off the platform and another one of the high priests comes, reaches down, touches him, and you watch. You look back as, not looking at him this entire time, but look back one time as you see the breath return to Sim. He looks at you, tires just this look of pain as your eyes quickly and briefly make eye contact, and then you walk away. The priest that brought him back to life walks away too. Larkspur, after about a minute of Sim just sitting there, the crowd is just dead silence. You hear the voice of Valen. It is your turn. Please, come make an example of him.
Right. I'm just looking at what my options are. I'll probably just do an arrow, though. I think that's what I was thinking it was. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so Larkspur is just gonna try and get things over with as quickly as possible and just sorry, I'm just checking. And it's just gonna pull out her bow and just shoot him.
Alright. You take a step out of the crowd, entering in to the separation that is still there as the cloud has been split in half.
Am I gonna have to shoot a second time, or is that enough damage?
No, you're good.
Okay.
As you step out into the center, looking right at him, he looks you in the eye for a second as you let your arrow go. It slams into his chest as he falls over dead once again. You return back into the crowd. You notice that some people are crying, not understanding what's happening. Others seem to be content, and others seem to be enjoying what's going on. Another one of the priests goes down, reaches down, and removes the arrow from them. And then you watch as life returns to him once again, tears still flowing from his eyes. After about 2 minutes of just quiet, Prometheus, you hear the voice of Thalen. It is your turn, Prometheus. Please join us.
Prometheus will descend slowly, making no eye contact with Seam, but looking out amongst the crowd. And when he finally descends to where Seam's, I'm assuming, is kneeling, or whatever he's doing, I will raise I'll stay about 10 feet in the air on the broom, and I'll raise my voice so that it carries. And I will say, let all who think to betray the Empire see this man. See the fruits of justice being done. He has betrayed his country, his emperor, and his fellow man. These deaths at his hands will never be fully repaid. For now, this is all we can do for our fallen brethren. And with that last thing, a small tear will come down, Prometheus's left eye. Probably not even visible to most people in the crowd. And then he will take the scythe, and he will draw back, and he will attack.
Okay.
What? It's not going to let me do the thing? Hold on.
You just put attack roll. You gotta.
Yeah, usually it gives me
put
the whole
weapon.
list.
Oh, gotcha.
I think just do attack, and then it will give you the list.
Oh.
Yeah, because otherwise it's like, what's closest to the word roll?
Oh.
Just throw out
What?
rolls
Why
at
did it
people.
do? Why did it do both? I'm doing with the scythe.
Doing the scythe.
Yes, and I was trying to go like at the neck, kind of, but it's 29. So do what you will.
No, yeah. You hear in the brief moment before you take your swing, just the quiet voice of Sim, please don't. And then, not even looking, you hear the falling sound as Sim hits the ground dead. You look out of the corner of your eye, you see some blood pooling on the ground. Thalen nods to you as you make your way away. Another one of the priests goes and touches Sim. The blood begins to redact back into his body as he sits back up, breathing heavily now. No more tears are falling from his face. Everything looks like he's trying to, but he just physically can't anymore. He's used all of the tears that he had. You hear a loud voice once again echo throughout the crowd of Thalen. Citizens of the Empire. The souls that have just done what you have seen were those that Sim has insulted before the Emperor himself. Let this be a reminder to all of you. And now, let this be a reminder to all those who would be traitors to the Empire and cause many a soul to be slain about 3 days ago. Sim looks up confused and then walks over, and you don't see anything. But then Sim falls down, dead. You all blink for a second, then you see in Thalen's hand, just a tiny heart beating slowly.
Holy shit.
It's still another one of the last two priests there who walk over, grab the hearts, and bring Sim back to life. Sim
Wait, did they put the heart back, or is he alive without it now?
They put it back. So, up one third time. And now, let this be the ultimate reminder that death cannot free you from being a traitor to the Empire. People look very confused. As then you all hear just loud voices coming from the back as people are confused. You notice through one of the alleyways, several of the Royal Guard begin marching through. You see, at the center of it, this giant, what's the word I'm thinking of?
Palanquin?
Yeah, thank you.
Do I know it's the Emperor, by the way?
Yeah, are these gold sheets that are staring out behind them. People are, as you watch as the Emperor begins passing through, the talking hushes down. Many people immediately bow down as the king proceeds forward.
I'll do the same. Bow, like full prostrate
Yeah.
bow. I'll also keep an eye out, just because the Emperor's out in the open, for any like potential dangers, because that's what we do as his guard. So.
Right. Okay. Yep. You watch as the Emperor, the guards begin to part as they part through the crowd surrounding him, moving back around. Before you notice that just the front of the
Palanquin.
Palanquin is just standing about a foot away from this stage. Luxus Thalion walks off to the side and keeps his back to the Emperor, as does the other priestess who walks down the other side of the stage, just leaving some shackled there alone. None of you can see it, but you begin watching as the drape that was in the front begins to part. All focusing on Sim, you see as his eyes grow wide with fear, as you can see it. You don't hear anything, but you notice as the sky begins to darken, and this giant rift appears about 10 feet away, up in the sky, away from Sim. You all watch as this giant dynamic hand reaches down and grabs him and pulls him back up as the portal begins to shut. People in the crowd let out a scream before quickly quieting themselves, knowing that they are in the presence of the Emperor. You watch as the drape closes again, the guards reform, and he begins walking. They begin walking him back to the castle. They then begin, after they leave the general vicinity, they then walk back up on the stage along with the last priest. They stand there looking out at the crowd. You are dismissed. All of the guards around immediately fall into position and begin marching back to the castle along with Thalen and the last priest.
Out of character, is this the first time we've seen an execution go down like this?
Yes, it is.
Okay. As soon as we're dismissed, Nora turns around and starts walking out of that crowd, not talking to anybody.
The moment we're dismissed, I will stand up proudly, face the crowd, raise my weapon in the air, and shout, Ave Imperator! You know, all hail the Emperor.
No, yeah, I think, yeah. It's quiet for a moment, but then you start to hear cheers. For the Emperor. A lot of people, like, they understand what you're saying, but they're not, you know, start
The
screaming.
jeers
for the
or
Emperor.
cheers?
Cheers.
If I hear a single
Yeah, okay.
jeer, I'm gonna kill them.
I keep
Sorry.
walking. I'm not joining in the shouting, but I keep walking.
Always, man.
You're
Weapon as I go.
cheering, all of them in unison.
I don't think you guys have realized yet, but Prometheus is kind of a zealot for, like, the Empire.
Yeah, we've noticed.
Especially
Oh, yeah.
the Emperor.
We're like different kinds of chaotic, because you're like zealot for the Emperor, whereas Larkspur leans more towards anarchy, but she's here because, you know, it's a good paying gig.
Sell it for
But
personal
this made me
freedom.
think of,
I
like,
would kill anyone for the Emperor. I mean, I might consider like why he's having me kill you guys if he told me to kill you guys, but like as of currently, if the Emperor said kill that peasant, I'd be like slice. They must have offended the Emperor.
I think at this
Wow.
point, or at some point, we'll get like titles. Like you'll be the zealot, or I'll be like the captain, and
Oh
then
my gosh.
Nora would be the matron, and then so on and so forth.
Prometheus First Forge,
Alright.
zealot of the Empire.
Well, I'm headed to the nearest pub.
Okay, sounds good.
I
Same here,
will
probably.
head
Yeah.
back into the castle grounds.
All right.
I would head back to my forge, but along the way, I would like to talk to a scribe or someone who I would have asked earlier about those items you and I talked about to see if there's any luck before going and working on some things with my weapons.
But that's right. I was also going to before I actually head to the castle grounds. I'd also head to Prometheus's forge first.
Okay.
It's actually first forged, but it's fine.
Thinking that
All right, Ling. Anything you doing?
Ling will sit on the rooftop, pull out an empty sheet of paper. Well, it's not empty. The top of it says shopping list, but the rest of it is totally empty. Sit there and
Milk,
blankly stare
Eggs.
All right.
I might, Lurksman might actually just check and see if the lady who gave her the paper happens to be around anywhere.
Make a perception check for me.
Okay. Well,
I'm buying the strongest drink I
I
can.
mean, I
at the
have a
bar.
passive perception of 22. I can
Oh,
also
yeah.
do a check if you
It's-
prefer, but
Yeah, it's a large. There's like 400 people in this crowd as they're dispersing.
say that. Do the roll.
Yeah.
But okay,
Passive
I mean,
perception's
it's-
more of like
gotcha.
seeing things that are like coming up on you.
I
Yeah,
getcha.
looking around. There's a lot of people moving. You don't see her.
Yeah, I was
anywhere.
thinking kind of like after leaving, kind of checking a couple places
Oh,
where I
okay,
might have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not like, oh, I wonder if she's here. More like, oh.
Right, okay. I thought you meant in the crowd. Yep. No. Yeah. We'll get back to that in just a second then.
Okay.
So all of you begin making your ways. Let's see, Nora, you can, if you want the strongest, knock 5 gold off. You know, good place in town.
Can I get really drunk for that amount of money?
You are a
yeah.
dwarf.
And
Oh,
you
this is
have
true.
to
Knock
amulet.
10 gold off. Make it good.
That amulet does not make me sober, it gives me hit points. That's
So you
all.
can do that.
Makes your skin
Great.
tougher. That's all it does.
After you make your way to Prometheus's forge. Prometheus, as the crowd rather quickly begins dissipating and heading back to their normal life, you begin making your way through Forge Prometheus as you turn back one final time to look and see what's happening. And standing in front of you about 50 feet away, you see Sturgeon, sort of bandaged up around the waist, wearing a crutch, and begins making his way over to you.
Can
As
I
you-
tell he's making his way over to me, or
Yeah, he's like
Okay.
he's
Walking
walking
fast and he's
towards you.
homebound.
He's
hobbling.
He's hobbling. As he gets closer, you notice on the jacket that he's wearing your pin.
does the
is that?
jacket look new or
It
tattered?
looks like one of the guard. It's just well kept. It's not like a new one, but it's his guard jacket or like his uniform.
I
that
say
he's wearing.
it's a very nice jacket.
Thank you, Prometheus, for everything. I'm sorry for any trouble that I've caused you in the past.
I'm. You know,
Speak.
you've known me for a long time. I'm very bad with talking and people. But you were my very best friend at one point, Surgeon, and I will always remember that. I have done nothing that I would not do for a fellow friend and servant of the Empire.
Shame that things had to be the way they were. But you were promoted quicker, faster. You were always more skilled than I was.
I don't know if I was more
Never-
skilled. I think it was more of a pity project.
You could beat me now. That's for sure.
Well, I mean, look at me. I'm a monster. Of course I could beat you. Plus, you're all crippled and stuff. I mean, please, who couldn't beat a cripple? The little boy with one arm who I made an arm yesterday, he could beat you right now.
He looks at you confused, but
I just chortle a little bit.
I don't want to be weak anymore, Prometheus.
Then
I
don't
want
be.
you to teach me. Let me come with you. I know you're on your way to Grimguard. Let me
Surgeon,
come prove myself that I can be stronger.
Surgeon, you know that's not possible. You are needed here in the service of the Empire. Someone
Am I dead?
trustworthy must
Doing nothing?
stay. Doing nothing? Are you telling me you're going to stay here and do nothing, or are you going to stay and protect our Emperor, our Empire, this area, this our home?
He looks away from you.
There's very
I'm
few
not supposed to
people.
protect anybody this way, being weak, not being able to help my fellow men.
I'm
I
gonna
do nothing. I can do
just
nothing for
smack
them.
him outside the back of his head very lightly, like not, I'm not gonna go full on, like slap him
Bugbear
outside the back of his
slap.
head. I'm gonna do this. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the Gibbs slap from NCIS, just like, bah. I'm gonna be like, don't be an idiot. There's very few people I can trust to take care of, things when I'm not around, or when we're not around. You're one of them. I didn't say what I said to those men out of some stupid sense of honor or pity. I said it because I meant it. You know that is one of my fatal flaws, Surgeon. I don't know how to lie. It's not true, I do know how to lie, but I wouldn't lie about something that had to do with something like honor and the Empire. I trust you. You're stronger than me in other things. I have my task and you have yours. Watch over that mother of yours. She was one of the only people in the neighborhood nice to me when I was growing up. Even though she's a cad. I heard she tried to rip people off. I mean, he was a Dragonborn, but who cares?
You notice, like, as Surgeon starts to tighten up on his crotch, that you're sort of insulting his mother right now, but he's not doing anything.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna go, see? You're much better at, not acting out of impulse than I am. I may
Say
have...
that, he socks you across the face.
I'm gonna, dodge the sock.
Well, let's see.
A sock is a very weak weapon. I don't know why he used that.
He's weird.
That's going to be a 25 to hit. I'm pretty sure he hits.
25 to hit?
Yes.
What?
He's crippled, but you
I think
insulted
that
his
hits
mother.
Andrew.
Hold on.
I got on that 20, okay. So, he
Okay.
hit.
This is like hurting my pride.
I mean, you're a bugbear. You're a big target.
Yeah, but I'm also a rogue, okay? This hurts my soul. But fine. I'll let him sock me. And I'll just
Don't
look
talk to
at...
my mother about that.
That's I didn't say anything that was untrue. Your mother literally sold my friend something and lied about it. Though he's actually an idiot for not checking the product first. I mean, that's more on him, in my opinion. But, she needs to just make sure she doesn't do that to anyone who will actually do something about it.
I doubt she would. I think it was probably just in spite of you.
Yeah. She never did forgive me for sitting down on her favorite chair and it breaking.
He starts laughing. He's like, no, really didn't, did she?
Yeah.
It's alright.
I tried to replace it, but, my skill never was with wood. But no, Surgeon, you have to stay here. I can't trust anyone else but the Emperor. You better heal up. You look horrible, by the way. Just... Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You'll be plenty strong on your own. You don't need me. What am I gonna teach you? How to kill things? No.
I don't.
You need to learn how to keep people alive.
Well, let me come with you guys. Let me prove it to you that I can. Let me keep you all alive.
It's not me who has to approve that, friend. If you can gain an audience with the Emperor, and his permission, his blessing, then I could never turn you away. But until then, do as the Emperor wishes. And I would ask that you don't
He
leave...
salutes you and bows his head. It will be done.
I salute him back. But before he can leave, I'll rest my right hand on his shoulder and I'll say, I wish you well, friend.
You too, Prometheus. You too. And he turns away and starts walking.
Did anyone around see that interaction?
I mean, there's people. I mean,
Probably.
But are any of them guards who would be like really weirded out
Anyone
by
who
the
matters?
situation?
No, I'm not. Let's see.
Oh, he's
Most of
dying.
the guards return to the palace.
Cool. So I will
I
I can
continue.
hear you now.
I will continue on my journey.
All right, sounds good. All right, so Nora and Larkspur, you two are going together.
I mean,
I think she was
probably
just
at
headed the
least-
same direction.
Yeah, I think we're headed the same direction. I'll probably like pop in, and check a couple different places, maybe.
I went to the nearest pub and started getting
Oh.
drunk immediately. I'm day drinking.
Okay. Yeah, this is like
It's
8
morning,
o'clock in
and
the
I am
morning.
getting hammered.
like.
Better not go around
I
Timothy.
That's
went
what
in
I
and
was
like
thinking.
barkeep, and they're like, "Would you like breakfast?" I'm like, "No, I would like your strongest drink."
That's so funny because
Two
Prometheus
of
is
them.
getting a different kind of hammered. Because he's a blacksmith.
Yes. Yeah,
Oh boy, I'm okay.
I had
Makes me
plans
wonder.
for today.
100 health because of that. Thank you, Prometheus. Alright, yeah, the guy, barkeep, sort of looks at you. Concerned.
Hey.
It was a rough one to watch, wasn't it?
Yeah, you could say that.
Well,
I don't want to talk about it.
this one's on the house and it gives you a third one.
Oh, thank you. I start crying. Because I'm really drunk. Drinking and crying.
He, like, awkwardly, like, pats you on the shoulder, not knowing what to do. And
Clink, clink.
so just goes back there.
Clink, clink.
Clink, clank, clonk.
Goes back
Just drink this while I cry.
to waiting on new patrons as they come in. Alright, Larkspur, as you make your way through several of the nearby taverns, you're not able to find her,
Gotcha.
but as you head back to the one that you visited the prior night, you see her just sort of in the back, that shady, like I'm in the back of the tavern type person. She's just sort of sitting there, looking out of the window. Doesn't seem to give you much heed as you walk in.
Right. I guess Larkspur and I are similar in that we're not even sure what Larkspur wants to say.
Well, I should tell you, her name is Katrina. You would know that.
That is good to know.
Yeah, sorry.
All right. Go up to her. Sit down next to her, I guess. Sit for a minute. And then just ask why.
Still looking out the window. She takes a drink. Not looking at you. Why what?
Did you think I wanted to find her?
I thought it might be useful information knowing that you're hunting that group down. Knowing that your lack of maternal instincts, or lack of care for that matter, caused someone in the Empire to go rogue. You know she used to be a guard, right?
Okay.
Guard of one of the treasuries. And now she's with them. Thought you might want to know before she gets executed. Like this one did.
Oh, you're talking about the Rosendor's story?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a little different from what I ended up with, but...
Well, you met the group, like the party. You were a guard. Where Rosendor was.
Yeah. Well, like... I'm just remembering, because then the way that things ended up fitting better was that Rosendor was kind of on her own for a bit, and then got something stolen, and so then she went back into...
That's right.
Yeah.
It's fine. Just there's no consistency between any of our episodes. It's fine. Like I'll call
It's all
people
good.
one time in the
Hi, welcome to this episode. I'm Prometheus, the Warforged Warlock, and it's fine. I'm just gonna retcon everything.
Raziel, his risen from the dead, is now the Emperor. No one knows. He went back in time, and he gained full power. So,
dun, dun, dun. Still, you know what her kind's what's gonna happen to her.
Her kind.
No amount of traitors, thieves, murderers. They're basically all the same.
Yes, but, like...
Yours will be if you don't take care of her.
I mean, I appreciate the information, but... why did you feel a need in the first place?
Then he's looking out the window, takes another drink. I think we both know. Deep down inside, you actually care. It might be just a sliver. Maybe you don't at all. Who knows?
Well... since it is purely useful to know her location to find this group, do you have anything more than what you gave me? Any more information, I mean. Say that again?
Information's it's worth things. Not money. That's boring.
Oh,
Information for
this is your deal. You bring up things that people don't care about and try to extort money out of them. I see how it is.
no. I just need other information. I don't need money.
What information are you looking for?
She begins pulling out just a loose piece of string in her pocket and is just looking at it and playing around with it. Oh. He looks around the tavern. Looks at you. I'm looking for... how do I word this? Well, first off, turn your little sending stone off. That way we can actually talk.
These things
there's just
turn
like
off.
a switch on the back, just like a light switch. Boop.
Yeah, oh, so they're... I mean, I wasn't actively using it, so are the sending stones more of an open? Because I thought you had to be like walkie-talkie, like where you're purposely trying to do
Yeah,
stuff.
it is like walkie-talkie, but like she's just making...
As
Making
far as
sure.
we know.
She doesn't
You could just
necessarily
randomly
know
hear my
that.
drunken blubbering.
She doesn't necessarily know that. She just...
You dropped it and hit the on button, so it's just like.
I missed that Nora was coming over this. I missed that. I see why it would come up. Yeah, I'll turn it off so that there's no blubbering. Like I guess cut off, but okay.
There are. If I find out that you told anyone about this information, let's just say
The information that you want, or the information that you already gave me?
the information that I want.
Okay.
There's a group, I could say. I'm sure they're here in Reclam, but they're most definitely in Grimgard. And they have things that I want. But they've had interest in several of your party. I want to know who, why, and what they're planning to do right now.
You want to know who,
Well, I know
the,
who the
group
group
is,
is.
or
I wanna
why,
know-
or who?
Why they have interest in certain members of your party, which members they are. For sure. I have a suspicion. And I want to know what they plan on doing with said members. You notice, as she's saying this, just still not paying attention to you, she reaches into her pocket, pulls out another slip of paper. As you unfold it, you see on the paper a symbol that's intricately written S with several different symbols all around it. Does this mean anything to you?
I assume it does not. Like, out of character, I assume that it doesn't mean anything to me.
She's just asking. That's for you to decide. It's the society, so.
Okay. Well, like, does the group know about the society yet? Like, have we seen this symbol before? Is this something that I have
Yeah.
seen before?
We would
The
probably
society?
know of them, but I don't think we've ever
you've
been
heard of
assigned
their name.
for
Or
them.
recruited by
Okay, but I would not recognize this symbol as being connected with them.
Yeah, correct.
I'll say no.
Well, this is what you should look for. And then she pulls out of her pocket again another small sending stone. But it's connected to a necklace. This is how you can reach me. Don't let others know you have it. She
Is
gets
that S?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
I have seen this graffitied place.
Another
That's all I
100
know.
points onto the next encounter.
To the what counter?
The next encounter you guys are gonna have, whatever you fight.
Oh, no.
This is gonna be what? This.
It's gonna have
It's gonna
another
be way
100 HP.
stronger. Another 100 HP. Oh gosh.
Alright, yeah, she stands up. Keep in touch. I want to know as soon as you know. And she leaves.
I'm just thinking, Larkspur technically didn't actually say yes, but I think at this point that'd be a formality. For, well, at least in Katrina's eyes. Right,
Well,
I'll
you get-
put them both in my
You get to,
pack.
alright, you get to the board.
She gave me the paper, or she handed it to me and then took it back?
She gave it to you.
Okay, so now I have 2 pieces of paper. I do not hold
can
on to a lot of
copies.
paper.
If you
Was
want,
that-
you can hold on
Well,
to
I'm not
it.
supposed to tell anybody, though.
Oh, that's true.
Although, well, she said that nobody's supposed to know about what she told me, that the group is looking for people in our party. But I feel like I could probably... if I did
You
not
get to
mention
decide
her
what to do with it.
Sounds like someone's playing a bard. Very chaotic bard.
Oops. Yeah, so I might show you guys the symbol, but it would, like, I feel like that would be within the agreement. It could work as long as I'm not like, hey, so and so just showed me this and said this. But I feel like probably the paper itself.
She literally just writes down the entire interaction, and we're like, ah, yes, misdirection.
No, if I have to take notes, though, I'm like, I have 2 pieces of paper. I'm writing on the back of one of these.
That's fair. That's fair. Absalom, you reach the forge probably about 10-15 minutes before Prometheus does. Is there anything you want to do before he gets there?
I will be.
Girl.
No.
What?
I'll just be.
Girl.
I'll sit on the counter and just be like kicking my feet. You know, just cutely.
She's sort of like, she's just sitting there looking at a scroll, not really paying attention to you. Looks up. Are you gonna buy anything today?
Oh, I'm waiting for Prometheus.
No.
To come
Okay.
back.
Cool. And she goes back
Yeah.
to reading her scroll.
And then, like, while I'm sitting there, in addition to kicking my feet, like on my shield, I'll just have like the eye open and close, just like, just that sort of thing.
You hear
Okay.
Nora's drunken ramblings.
That is very annoying. Can you please stop it?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to read here.
It's just like clicking a pen, you know. Anyway, whatever. I'll just wait now until Prometheus comes back. I know I do not have hots for the front desk girl. I'm just there.
He's just being cute for no reason.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm being cute for Prometheus when he comes back, okay?
Even better. I like it.
So, is he there now?
Yeah.
Oh, so I walked
15
back in.
minutes past.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, Susie,
will-
is, any customers come by? Anyone want anything specific? No.
What? Hang on, wouldn't I have seen him come in?
You're in the back room, buddy. Like, what are you talking about?
I know, I said the front desk.
Oh, you're sitting at the front desk? I'm gonna ignore
Yeah.
you and talk to Susie.
Oh. And I'm just gonna hop off the desk and be like, Prometheus, I have a little project for you, and I'm gonna put my shield up on the counter, and then I'm gonna open the eye.
Whoa!
I want
Absalom,
you-
Absalom. This is a business
No.
place.
This isn't for recording things, don't worry.
What?
No, it doesn't do that. But I have a project for you. I want you to see if you can modify my shield.
With?
He's been in here all day, Prometheus.
Really? Dude,
Please get rid of him.
Absalom, like, come
Like,
on, man. Like,
Adamantine, bro.
oh, are you gonna pay for adamantine? Come on back.
Alright.
It's a hefty price there, buddy.
Yes.
Prometheus,
And
it's payday also. Remember that. Thank you.
Wait, it's what?
Payday.
It's payday.
Gotta pay your employees.
Listen, have you sold anything?
Sold those bear traps.
That's all
100
you've sold?
times market price.
Have you not sold anything else in the meat, like, since before then? Before my last mission?
I'll buy like a flint and steel from her just right now.
Listen, you know you work out of commission. Like, why aren't you selling more things? Susie, I promised your dad a job because he and I were friends. Like, you don't
You're gonna pat
get
your
paid
back,
unless
Prometheus?
you do your job.
Prometheus, you want to listen to me?
We're like, he's a weird one. Like, come on, Prometheus, just pay me.
You'll be paid later. I'll have to look at the books, and then I
Okay.
angrily strut into the back of to my stuff. Teenagers nowadays, Absalom, they don't
thought
want
she
to
was older
work.
than you.
What?
Isn't she older than you?
I don't know. I'm not really good at people's ages. She's so grumpy though.
That's fair. That's fair. But hey,
All of you
so,
are young.
What's that?
so shield.
Oh, what about your shield?
I want you to coat it in adamantine,
Oh,
and I want this eye function, and I'm going to open and close it like 3 times. I want that still to function.
So don't just dip the whole thing in.
when would you like that?
Today,
Are you kidding me?
Prometheus.
No, this is just it's not possible. Knowing you guys are leaving today, you know, Prometheus, you can't do this.
I was gonna say, like, that's gonna be. Listen, Absalom. Maybe some other time. Also, have any scribes
Are you
gotten
saying
back to me?
Are you saying you're not skilled enough?
I look
do
at
it?
him and I just go, "Do you know how expensive adamantine is? First off, I guarantee you're going to try to get this from me free because that's what you are, you greedy dragonborn. Second
But
off,
guess
do
what?
you even have
Prometheus-
adamantine?
Prometheus, didn't you get this for free as well? And I'm just gonna like stare him down.
I'm going to say, get what for free?
The adamantine.
You don't
Come on,
know
last-
about you
before-
don't know
before
about
we
that
left-
adamantine.
Before we left, we didn't have as much, and I just point to all the new things that are in the shop.
There are no new things in my shop. I haven't had time. All you see are the scraps from making a little boy's arm. Pro
Well,
bono.
that wasn't there before.
It's like, yes, the emperor helped provide so that I could make an arm for a little boy.
Are you Prometheus? Prometheus.
Listen, it would take a few days. Probably. Or at least like 2 days. But it can't happen today. Maybe the next time. I've been looking around for certain things so I can work more while we're on assignment, but for now, like, that's almost an impossible task. This is, first off, I'm just gonna slap his like shield a few times and be like, this bad boy right here is magic. And second off, it's got a big eye in the middle, so I can't just like sit there start beating on it with a hammer and some sheets of adamantine trying to ply
I
it on
want
there.
the eye to like look at him mournfully with like puppy dog eye sort of thing.
I'm gonna poke it in the eye.
It doesn't do anything. It's metal.
I know, but I'm gonna see this thing. This thing's magic. I can't just like slap on a new coat of adamantine. That's not how it works. Like, you are asking me to do a masterful piece of art.
Which you're so good at.
I know. I'm literally a master craftsman. Like, look at everything in this place, and I give you a mean discount all the time.
Out of character, we're leaving today, right?
Yes.
Okay.
How many hours?
I
do
thought
we
we
have?
were leaving tomorrow.
I don't think we are. I mean, I think. I was gonna say. I don't think we have a set time limit.
Yeah, no, it's about like 9:30, 10 o'clock right now in the morning.
Oh, okay.
So do we know about how many hours until we leave?
You haven't heard anything. You told you'd be notified as soon as they're ready to go,
All right.
and that you should be ready. But
I melted down all of the adamantine I had into bricks for easy melting later. So I got 30 pounds of adamantine. I wouldn't be able to do his shield, a coating on the shield, but how many pounds of adamantine would it take to coat his shield? A shield's like 2 pounds, so I'm assuming it would take 1 pound to coat it, yes?
I can look at the weight of my shield actually right now.
for it to have the intended purposes that he wishes to have, I would say you'd probably looking like you'd probably need around 5 pounds. Because you're gonna have to infuse it into the shield, not just coat it, like for it to work the way that he wants it to be.
Well, anyway, so if you can't do this today, I was wondering if you know of anyone who is going to be staying here in the castle, who is skilled in martial training, and could look after a boy and not be doing much while we're gone.
Nope, can't think of anyone.
Can't think of anyone?
No, because we don't want this boy doing martial training. He needs strength training.
'Cause
We need
I
to
was
give him a
thinking-
trade first.
I was thinking Surgeon could look after him
First
while
up,
we're gone.
Surgeon is crippled right now.
I know.
And,
He's not
well,
going to be doing much.
honestly, Surgeon might have another task he wishes to do in the meantime. We'll actually have to see about that later today.
So are you saying to me that he doesn't want to help a boy that was also attacked by the scarecrow thing?
No, what I'm saying is
Ooh.
Surgeon has
Wait, what was
tasks.
that?
His apprenticeship is already set up.
Yeah,
Oh, it is?
we already did that.
With martial training, though?
No, with being a blacksmith.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
I've already got him a place. He's literally probably pumping the bellows at some forge, wishing that his life had just ended in that village because they're going to work him hard. but you know,
'Cause
it's
I
going
was
to be
thinking you could
strong,
have-
and I'm gonna flex very like Johnny Bravo like flex on you know Absalom
But you're
because
super wiry.
I'm super ripped right now. So like I'm like 25 strength. I'm like like
But that comes from your belt, though. Even though I don't know that, that
you
comes
don't
from your
know
belt.
that, so I look buff as hell.
No, you look wiry, but you're unnaturally strong, and it
I will
pisses me
slap
off.
you. I'm just like like I'm flexing, but you know it also doesn't look like I'm flexing, you dick. But anyways, I'm like, listen, he's busy. Surgeon also might have something to do from the Emperor. We will see. But for now, I can work on your shield at another time, more than likely, and the discount will be pretty good. I'll basically just charge you for cost and like then some. You know, my time is worth something. I'll charge you cost. I'll just charge you cost. How about that?
Okay.
That'll be about let's see, per pound. Yes, that'll just be about 500 gold. So we'll be fine with that. We'll work on that later. But for now, DM, would I have enough time to coat my... No, because if I don't have time for a shield, I wouldn't have time for my weapons. Except they're non-magical. One of my weapons is non-magical. Would I have time to coat my hammer?
You can start. You're not sure if you're going to have time to finish it.
Damn. Well, I won't be doing that then. Alright. I'm just going to go check on the status of my other things then. After, I deal with this girl. I want to check the books. Is there enough money in what she's sold and in the meantime that I've been gone out of the shop with the other smiths and things to pay this girl?
Yeah, there is. Like, even though she has the most flat personality and she doesn't appear to be doing anything while you come in, she actually does her work and she does good. Like, it wasn't a lost cause for her.
Good. I'll make sure she's paid out of the coffers and the profits of the,
And for me, so I was thinking that I would want to get, like, Timothy, like, a physical therapist sort of thing.
What?
And,
he doesn't need a physical therapist. He's literally pumping iron every day. There's no physical therapy better than work.
Because that's not true.
What are you, a doctor? No, you're a dragonborn.
Who's the peak of physique? Anyway, you're not talking to me right now, so you shush. But I was thinking that I want to get him started a little bit on sword training.
Right here with you guys.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Yeah. You could. You would have no problem. You have connections throughout the guard. You can go talk to somebody, and they'll be able to take care of that for you.
Okay. So I am going to go to Timothy right now because I have some plans. Not
Okay,
just.
sounds good. All right.
If before I reach him, are there any people that take care of kids in the castle? I know that's a weird question, but I feel like there might be like caretakers or nurses or like something
Nanny?
like that. Nannies.
A governess.
The palace itself.
He's got a place to live and everything,
like,
man.
Usually, the ones that are there usually are busy raising the Emperor's children.
Yeah.
Someone's busy.
So you could ask one of them. There are several maids that you could probably hire to also do that on top of their other responsibilities.
Okay, because I think I might want to like. I don't want them to do like everything for him. I just want them to like. I'd want one to take him to and from places that he's not familiar with. And is there, and just check on him every now and then. Not anything too big. Just make sure he's not super in trouble. And then I want to find a person. This is another weird question. A person who may teach etiquette. Like.
Oh,
You could also.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, you'd be able to find like instructors and stuff.
Okay, so I want to find a maid, an instructor, and then when I get to him, I will want to have those two people, and then I will want to talk to him then, and then I'll start my next thing from there.
Okay. So while you're making your way to there, bling. Okay, you're on the roof. Looking
I
for
will-
things. Anything you want to be doing?
I will make a quarter turn, and Nova will be not standing, but kind of floating there. And I will say.
You broke up. What's gonna happen?
I will make a quarter turn, and Nova will be flying there, because that's just how things work. And
Right.
I will say, I have no idea what equipment I need for this next mission.
What's your next mission?
We are to escort Milady to
Flowers.
Gungar.
You need flowers. If you're doing anything with a lady, you need flowers. You would know that.
Would I?
You're a lady, right?
Yes, but flowers?
Make her happier. You could even say they're from Absalom. Maybe try and work something out from there.
Am I conventionally handsome? Is this how this is working?
That's what I'm thinking. You're just like the handsome one in the group, you know?
How dare
All right,
you?
I like that.
I'm the
Like,
handsome one in the group.
You know it, but you don't like. You're not cocky about it, but you just are.
Okay, cool.
That's why he's the leader.
Yes.
The
I'm
only
just
reason.
shiny and just dressed nice.
Okay,
Flowers.
flowers. Yes,
I do
flowers.
not know much about flowers.
Ah, you're fine. Fine. Don't worry about it. Just have him do it then. No problem.
Oh, okay, he can get the flowers.
Yeah, he can get the flowers. That's fine. You were cutting it close this time. I was worried I was going to have to report you.
Well, I did not need your help with anything.
I mean, you're supposed to check in with me.
This is true. Perhaps during this next mission, I can definitely think of a couple reconnaissance things that you could do.
Cool. Cool.
Well, how much do you need a report of for these last few days?
Well, let's see. She starts scratching her head. Number of people killed.
I do not suppose that they were... I suppose I could say one.
One.
However, that was
Good.
an execution. So I'm not
Still
sure.
counts. Still counts.
Okay.
What else do they need? So like she pulls out like this little like mini notebook, sort of like yours, kind of mocking you with it. Let's see. Number.
I'm holding an empty blank piece of paper.
I know. Let's see.
Blank
Number
shopping
of
list.
Shopping lists created. This is the goal we're working on.
This is a goal. However, I do not have much time as we are leaving today.
Slacking. Gonna have to report
Yes.
that one to the upper ups. That's fine. And number of big bad evil guys killed to prevent the world from falling into danger and not having our wild spill over into yours.
I do actually have a question on that. I was ordered to retreat. However, I discovered that my power was not... It seemed to heal this creature.
Fell creature.
Fell creature, you say?
The creature you were fighting was a fell creature?
I do not know. It was based off of a... what's the word? It was based off of an artificer's golem,
Interesting.
and I was very confused because that's
Did you kill it?
it healed, and I was
Ooh.
ordered to retreat.
Okay. Well, keep me up to date on that one.
Perhaps if we fight such again, I'll make sure you are there to witness.
Might be helpful so I can actually see what we're fighting against. You know, all eyes on the enemy at all times. That's what I'm here
Yes.
for. But, no, I think that's it. I'll go fill out the paperwork, file it into the upper uppers, and we should be good.
Interesting.
And as she like before she leaves. Gee.
Nova's a he, actually.
Oh, Nova's he. Sorry. Okay.
I'm just going to confuse you with the genders. But
Yeah. How dare you? Before he leaves, he sort of goes around your shoulder, like trying to get your attention as you look off to one side, and You look and there's nothing there. You look back over. You see Nova's gone. Written on your paper, it says, "Stop worrying. You're doing a great job."
Motivational notes from your familiar.
Interesting. She's blushing a slight bit, but she isn't aware that she's doing it.
Oh,
Like, clueless. Well, she's not Toru, but like her emotions are still showing, but she's not
Okay.
Kind of
really
bemused.
people. I don't know how to describe it.
I'd
But-
say bemused.
Perhaps.
Like, okay.
But quick question: did we turn in the little shadow being in the flask and the orbs that first day?
Yes, we did.
Not.
No, we gave it to the priest.
when Sim did his accusation thing.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry. See, I am
Yeah.
inconsistent. Thank you for calling me out. I forget. You guys did. You're right. Along with yours. That's right. That's right. You guys did. Okay. All right. Anything else? Okay. Anything else you want to do, Ling?
I will begin the retrieval of Nora.
Okay.
I'm sit and
Good
drink
evening,
at the
Laura.
bar.
Find where she is. She's just wasted, like on the table. Like, whoa.
I do have some stuff I want to do, but I'm very drunk, so it may be difficult to.
What,
that.
what would you like to do?
Well, I want to buy a couple bottles of wine to take with me. I need some
my
for the
gosh.
road.
Nora's an alcoholic.
This is the start of
Mark
the
another, mark another
campaign
5
before.
roll.
So,
This is the start of the first campaign with our regular characters. We need to get wine for the journey.
no, I'm just gonna buy it. I'm just gonna buy it.
need
And then I want to
casts.
get a pair of sending stones and I give one to Timothy. I need to do that. Link, could you help me get some sending stones for Timothy? And I put my hand on your face because I'm very drunk. Poor Ling shouldn't have come to get me.
I can poke
Do you still have your
Nope,
sending
don't you
stone?
dare.
Because it sounded like you dropped it when you were drunk.
Oh,
Hopefully.
We all
I-
get some sort of
Wait.
feedback. Ka-dink! Ah!
it's probably on the ground next to me.
Well,
Ugh.
I would probably have noticed that with my passives.
Yeah, no problem. You pick it up off the ground. She goes, oh,
No.
okay.
Some random person talking into it.
When I
Hello?
get poked in the
What is-
side for being woken up from my inebriated state, I'm gonna immediately like punch whoever's poking me as a reflex. So do I need to roll an attack?
Yeah,
I would like
with,
to take
with disadvantage. With disadvantage.
Okay.
Because you're drunk.
You're
I
very
want to
inebriated.
do an unarmed strike.
Oh my gosh.
How do I
Sorry,
do? Okay.
sorry, I just
Okay.
had like a very interesting thought.
That's not a disadvantage. That's not a disadvantage.
18!
She
It's
just
still hit though.
Does it hit you?
Yes, it does.
I just
And it does the same amount of damage as a crit.
I just clock Ling in the face.
When you were not
Really
expecting it,
hard.
but just out for the count.
And then I'm like, oh, Ling! Where did you get here?
where did you get here?
She's drunk.
I'm just like laying on the floor,
Well, get up! We've got stuff to do.
stood up.
Um,
This is why I avoid fights. Stand
who are you fighting?
up. I'm here to retrieve you.
What?
I'm here to retrieve you.
Okay, great.
You
Hang on.
appear to be under some distress.
I had a rough morning. You were there. Anyway, I turn to the barkeep and I say, hey, can I get a couple bottles of your finest, not whatever I just had, some regular wine.
Looked at you confused, then looked at you, Ling.
I'm not gonna drink it right now. I'm
Just
just
for
gonna.
confirmation that she can have it.
I will hold up 2 fingers.
The bartender's
Yeah.
just literally like,
Like,
she only had water. Like, what? It's all
goes behind the bar,
placebo.
pulls up two bottles. No, you have no clue because you're just hammered, but Ling, you're able to tell this is like really this is barely even considered like wine at this point. It's like grape juice.
I say nothing at all.
How much is this gonna cost me?
Your dignity.
2 gold for both.
Alright. I give him 3 gold, and I take it and I put it in my little pocket of holding.
Thank you.
Great!
Please be careful.
Poker face. Poker face. Well, Ling has a
Ma.
natural poker face, so I'm not sure what's more poker face than poker face.
I'm gonna go.
Double poker
Link.
face.
I'm gonna go get some sending stones because I want Timothy to be able to call us.
Are
So
you sure that you were able to purchase things at this time?
I'll just purchase things just now.
Not without assistance.
Well, then you can come if you want. I start leaving.
We're definitely getting drunk as a party. I can't wait.
As you
to
get
do
off your
this.
stool, you just. Oh, I need you to roll a Constitution.
Wait.
Nora
Okay.
just dies. Alcohol poisoning.
Yeah, I just want to see how. And,
It's
oh
a 7.
yeah. You try to stand up off your stool and you just face plant on the ground. You are
Link, help me up.
Too
like,
bad you're not a
you
monk.
are almost blacked out. You are almost
I
to the point where you're
can't
blacked
see.
out. Like you just even Ling talking regular voice is just causing pain through your head. The lights are causing headaches. It's bad.
Stop shouting, Ling. Shh.
Or the Barkeep looks at you, Ling. Good luck.
Thank you.
You should begin making your way out.
I'm like leaning heavily on Ling once I manage to get to my feet. I'm just like, you're a very good friend.
Which of you is taller?
Probably me. Oh wait, how tall are gnomes? How tall are you?
Dwarfs are taller than gnomes.
I'm taller.
Which is probably things you can lean on him more heavily.
Are you
or her
strong?
more heavily.
I am 3 feet.
You're so short. I'm like leaning heavily because
I cannot
Short.
carry this.
Yeah, she's in full plate and everything. Like Ling, you are
Wait.
struggling.
I have
hammer
a
and my
+1.
axe.
I have a +1 strength.
Yeah, like she's like walking. You like get a couple steps and like she almost falls and crushes you and catches herself. It's just a mess. People are looking at you, and they see like you're still in your clothing. They see that you are like one of the top guards in the Empire. They're taking note, and you like Ling, you hear whispers.
I will-
Now this
There's a couple of guards that are looking at Nora very confused and giving a very distasteful look towards the both of you.
I
And
and
will
this is
if
all
I see
happening
them.
after I've already had my chat, right? Because I'm probably just wandering
Yes.
around town.
This is later. I've been
So-
drunk for a couple hours.
There's a chance of me randomly coming across you. I mean,
Link
unless
could
one
probably
of
use
you
the help.
like.
Roll a percentile die for me.
All right, that's out of 100. Do I just
Yeah.
do one D100?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta do. Roll? Is that what it is?
I think so.
Oh, wait. Wait. Is that?
Wait.
Hang on, I'm gonna do it one more time in case I just did it wrong and it like thought that I was.
No, you did it right.
Was that a natural one on a D100 die?
Okay, yeah, that was the one. So
Yeah. So yeah, you don't see him at all.
DM,
Yes.
I will cast Minor Illusion
Okay.
to get rid of the uniform issue. I will
Sounds good.
also cast Mage Hand, which has an independent lift of 5 pounds that is independent of my body.
I thought it was 10
Stop
pounds.
carry
Is
me.
it 10 pounds?
No,
I
it's
might,
5
I
pounds.
thought they were- okay,
Yeah,
I'm
10 pounds. It's 10 pounds.
Okay.
Also, I'm debating sobering her up.
so
Oh,
Make your way back to the palace while you're thinking about this. Absalom, what did you want to do with Timothy?
Okay,
You were
so
successfully able to find him someone to train him, educate him, and to watch over him.
I kind of wanted to.
They did say it's probably in total costs you 100 gold a month to do all of that.
Oh.
Between all of them, split up.
Okay. I was wondering if I could go towards the barracks with Timothy, but when I first come in with the Edekai and the maid person, when I first see him, I want to have my pipe in my mouth when I go see him.
Okay.
Is it like a smoking pipe or a musical pipe?
You'll see. So,
Oh.
So when we first go in, is there any like sort of interaction with me and Timothy?
I mean, along the entire way, Timothy's just asking questions of, so you guys are leaving? Where's Nora? I thought she'd be back by now.
Because
I okay?
Yeah, I wanted to do a cute little thing with him when
Where's
I first walked into the room. But
Where's
okay.
my new drunk mommy?
Okay, yeah, you can definitely do that.
Because I was gonna do if he were to hug me. Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
You really want this child's love, don't you, Absalom?
I love kids. So when I first walk in and I see him, I'll go and give him a big hug and whatnot.
Okay, yeah, he reciprocates it.
And then I'm like, oh, you squeeze me too tight. And then as he squeezes me, I'll have a little wyvern crawl out of the pipe that's made out of smoke. And then
So cool.
I'll have
teach me how to do that.
I'll have it fly around the room once, and then I'll just have it like dissipate on him, just like poof.
And just super amazed and like sticks his hand out, like, let me try.
Okay, so I'll take it out. Like, this isn't for you. Just blow in this one. You just blow and think of a little creature. Think of a cute little creature.
You're promoting smoking to children. I just hope you know.
I'm not actually. He's just blowing on it.
I'm not even there. I'm just telling you what you're doing as a player.
Smoking, tattoos.
Am I the only good person here?
I'm just like, don't
My
tell anyone
tattoos
what
are
I'm
amazing.
doing here.
He
But
like
just
grabs it and looks at it. It's like takes a deep breath and blows as hard as he can.
so.
The smoke just comes out. That's about it. He looks like
Here, let me
tries again, but this time breathing in, not realizing it's still in his mouth.
Oh. Okay, stop
Joking.
Careful, Timothy. I'll like pat him on the back, just like you have to. You don't breathe these in. You never really breathe these in. It's not really good for you. You good?
His eyes start to water, just like the smoke in his eyes. Like, I'm good.
Okay.
Where's
Breathe in through the nose and then out through the mouth.
Still hacking away.
All right. Well, I'm sorry that happened. And I'll just like pick him up and just like pat him on the back and whatnot. And I'll introduce him to the maid, and I'll introduce him to the etiquette man, Etika. I'm just gonna call him Etika.
All right, sounds good. His name is Etika. I will take it. If you guys want.
And then Timothy, we're gonna take you very quickly. I know you're gonna be really busy, but I want to take you somewhere special. Because I want to try something out. Okay.
Okay, let's go.
And we're gonna go to the training grounds. But like the little kid, like if there are little kid training grounds.
Oh yeah, no, I mean like there's some for young children that are going to become soldiers. Yeah.
All right, perfect.
You walk in, you see all these kids with these wooden swords as they're practicing, and Timothy's just wide-eyed, like, whoa. You see some of the older kids, probably around 9 or 10 years old, as they're actually sparring with each other. There's just one blonde-haired kid, sort of has like that blonde anime, like, point hair, wearing these rags as he's just taking on all these other younger kids, and Timothy's just in awe as he's watching this kid just destroy about 4 or 5 kids.
I am going to ignore the current chaos, and I'm going to kneel before Timothy, and I want to like weigh, kind of compare his arms, like the weight of them.
I mean, they're pretty similar. It's not like the mithril helps it balance out, so it's like similar, you know.
So it's similar.
Yeah, it's not gonna do anything crazy.
Okay, because I was all right. I was hoping I could find something that's like the exact difference in weight between his arms.
I mean, there's a slight difference, but
Yeah. Well, all right. Never mind then. And I will grab one of the available instructors and
Walks over to you. This. He's like, yes, Master Absalom. It was a pleasure to see you again.
and a pleasure to see you
This
as
would be?
well. This is young Master Timothy, and I'll just like place my hand on his head and just like ruffle his hair just a little bit
Pleasure to meet you, Timothy.
and say, "What do you say, Timothy?"
Hi.
I'll just chuckle a little bit, and then I'll glance at Etika.
Because he has like his hands. He's just massaging his temples. Like, I have so much work to do.
3 days ago, he was homeless on the streets. Okay.
Etika will
You're
know
gonna give him
this.
so much structure.
So, young Master Timothy here is untrained, but we would like to start his training with minimal sword combat. He's not going to be here a lot of the time. He's mainly going to be in forges and whatnot, but I think you'll find that he has some unique abilities. And I'll grab him by, like, hold up his adamantine arm.
Timothy's just like, what's going on? Like, looking at his arm. Like, isn't this cool? Do you see this? You don't have a metal arm. I've got one.
Timothy.
But I could punch anyone here and win.
Timothy.
He could.
I'll just kneel before him and be like, twice the pride, double the fall.
Isn't you confused?
Yeah, so he got this arm just the other day, and we want
goes
to...
back to the... okay, I'm back.
Oh, you're back?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. To be like, young Timothy is recovering from an injury he had, but we wanted to see if in the time that we're gone, we're going to come back. I'm not actually sure when we'll be back. I'll let you know.
Brought that to Timothy?
No, I'm talking to the instructor.
I'm not...
Timothy's showing up his arm.
I don't even know what I have no sleep. I haven't slept in 2 days, so
Very good. As you're having a conversation, getting him set up for training, Etika looks at you.
Coherent.
Yeah, don't worry. We will set up a schedule. We will make sure that he gets everything done that he needs to be, including sword training and everything else. Everything will be taken care of.
All right. Just make sure he's not too overloaded, and that's all I ask.
I think you just overloaded this child to the extreme. I just hope you know that.
No, because all I want is I want what you set up to be kind of the priority.
Do you understand how being a blacksmith apprentice works? This kid has a full-time, like, 50-hour a week job.
I think it's reassuring you though. Like things are gonna overlap, so like it'll be okay.
This little nerd, we're gonna make him read while he's at the forge.
Pretty much.
And then I'll kneel before Timothy and be like, "Hey, so Timothy, being here in the castle is a lot of hard work, okay?
I'm sorry.
Don't steal things, right?
Yeah,
I said that.
Yes. That's a great rule. That's a fantastic rule.
Maybe you can add 100.
But you can do hard things, right?
Yeah, and he motions for you to get down, so he can whisper something in your ear.
I'll kneel down and hold up my hand.
See that kid over there? I'm gonna beat him.
Yes.
I'll just get a huge smile on my face and be like, "That's a good goal."
It's going down.
But hey, Timothy, always be nice.
Has anyone told him we're going to
It's
be
nice
gone
to
for a
want.
while?
It's nice to want to beat someone, but always be nice. Okay.
Yeah. No problem.
I'll nod at him. I'll nod at
If you
Etika.
guys are nice to me, I'll be nice to people. I'll make sure people. Yeah, I'll be nice.
Good. I'll stand up. I'll thank each of the people, and then I will. I guess I'll show Timothy back to his room before I head to my place, and then I want to, before we go,
As you start to take Timothy away, Attica stops you. It's no time like the present. He claps his hands twice. Timothy, it is time for your studies. Let us go. Timothy looks at him, is confused, and looks at you. Now? Really? Do I have to?
I'll pat him on the back and be like, you should.
Okay. And sort of trudges over.
I'll give him a big hug before he goes. And then I will send him the sending stone to everyone in the group where they can find Timothy if they want to say goodbye.
That's where I immediately start heading in my drunken
You're
state.
too drunk to walk.
So it won't be hard to stop me, but that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, you're not going very fast. You tried, but
Just staggering.
And then when I get to my place, I want to write a report
okay.
for what happened when we were at Nabaranth. That's the name of the town, right?
Yes.
So I want to write a report and get all the documents, just everything filed away and just ready for us to go. And then I'll be that's all I'll do.
Since our usual bookkeeper is incapacitated.
As you begin walking out of the training ground, you look back one last time and you see Timothy, and he shouts out, "Hey you!" and is pointing with his adamant arm at the kid. A lot of the people that are sparring stop as Timothy's screaming, "I'm gonna beat you someday!" And Attica's just like, "Oh, we have a lot of work. Let's go, Timothy," and start motioning him to head a different way.
I'll just smile at the instructors.
They're all looking at you like, "What have you brought upon us?"
Just a huge, wide-eyed grin. Just
You just look back at him and just do the double thumbs up, good luck.
Probably around 1 o'clock by this time. Before you make it back to your chambers, and before anybody's really gotten the chance to get to Timothy, all of you of your sending stones here. I hope you have all made your preparations. Her Royal Highness is ready to depart. We'd appreciate everyone to return to the palace at this time. We'll be departing within 30 minutes. Please come with haste.
Cool. DM, did I manage to see if those things had been found and acquired, or?
Yes. Asking around, they told you that them not being aware of your situation, that a lot of those types of items have been sent over to Grimgard, as it is a new territory, that they can either ship them here to you or you can retrieve them there.
Okay, cool. I'll retrieve them in Grimgard then.
Okay. Very well.
And with that, I want to make sure, since I had looked at that, I would have just been waiting in the, wherever in the palace with the princess's guards and retinue.
Okay.
If you're gonna sober me up, this is the time.
Slap her!
Well,
Do you tell us she's drunk when you find her?
Nora, do you have... I want you to use your Lay on Hands ability to relieve yourself of this.
Just
That's
lay on hands
not-
for your poison?
That's not really how it restores HP.
Okay, that's not gonna do it.
Am I thinking 3-5?
I'm like,
You either need cure poison,
that's
cure
not how
disease,
this
or
works.
cure poison, or lesser
Absalom's
restoration for this.
I lay my hand on Ling. I'm like, are you hurt?
Yeah, because in 3-5, Lay on Hands can also poison.
Yep,
I
can't do it on
heal-
this one.
I heal the HP that was caused by my punching Ling.
Aw. You gain back
That's
your
full
poison.
health. There you go.
Alright, so as you guys make your way back, Prometheus, Absalom, and Lurkspur, you guys all find yourselves sort of in the waiting chamber of the palace. Nora and Ling are sort of taking their time. There's one of the,
Wonder what's
not one of the
taking
high
so
priests, but one of the priests there. What was his name? Whatever, doesn't matter. It's waiting there.
Thalen?
No, none of the high priests.
Oh.
They're not around. This is just one of the other priests saying, "Well, her ladyship should be here shortly. Where is your crew?" Where are the rest of you?
I mean,
This is
I
not good.
assume
We're going to be late.
Oh,
I'm
you
there.
realize-
I assume.
Oh, no, yeah. She's talking to you three.
Yeah.
This is not good. This is not good. We have a time schedule to meet. There's the ball this evening. You guys have to be there on time. This is not good.
allow me to contact him very quickly.
I have a
and
question.
I'll hold up the sending stone and message link Nora.
I have a question for the DM.
Yeah.
Does Aura of Vitality help with poison or alcohol?
Can you tell me what Aura Vitality does?
It's a spell. The description says healing energy radiates from you in an aura with a 30-foot radius. Until the spell ends, the aura moves with you, centered on you. You can use a bonus action to cause one creature in the aura to regain 2d6 hit points. So I guess it's just hit
Nope.
points.
Nope.
Hey, Ling.
Bummer. Okay,
Did you
then
tell
no.
us about the predicament with the alcohol?
I believe I would have reported such when we were required to make haste.
Alright, I'm gonna try and meet you guys before you get to the castle
With your
in
broom.
like an alley. Yeah, I'm gonna fly over there. And if the DM allows, I'm going to be like, hey, Nora, I got a trick for you. Open your mouth. And then I'm gonna poke her right in the uvula. I'm gonna make her throw it up. It'll sober her up. But also,
I mean,
Mm.
she's been drinking for hours. Like that's
It's
not
in my
gonna-
blood.
I'm
Yeah.
going to make you throw up anyways.
This is not gonna help.
Are you gonna allow it? You don't know any better.
I
Constitution
mean, I
check.
can't
Come
stop him.
on.
I'm so drunk.
All right, so pokes in the uvula as you like you're just gagged and you just barf and it gets all over you. Like you're just.
She could
My
have
armor stays perfectly clean. So only Prometheus is covered in barf.
I think
No, you're like wearing like your robe too, like
Oh,
that
that's
signify
true.
like your armor's fine, but it's like yeah, everything else you just smell terrible now. Smell heavily of alcohol.
I punched Prometheus.
Did it sober her up at all?
No, it didn't. She had been drinking heavy stuff for a while.
I backhand her.
I punched
Oh my
Prometheus.
gosh, no, we're not having. As you
Not
guys start to
again.
get ready to fight, like as you're getting ready to swing, a couple guards like rush over and stop you.
I like literally just like show them my symbol and I'm like, are you interfering in official business?
They look at you. They show you their symbol. They're palace guards. They outrank you just by a little bit.
I go,
Yeah.
Oh, we
listen, we're preparing for a mission.
Not very well with her being as drunk as she is. Now, I do
I
believe the
know.
rest of your comrades are inside and are waiting for you.
Laying on
That's-
hands does cure poisons.
Oh, okay, cool. Then you can use
Can
my
I
hands.
do that? Probably after this because I was too drunk to know that.
I'm just gonna go.
So now
I'm just,
I'm like, wait!
Oh, wait.
she like literally like face palms herself to health.
I'm like, oh, I'm back. I'm so sorry about that. I had a very rough
You have
morning.
a major headache, though. Like,
Ow.
no longer intoxicated, but you are indeed.
I'm
suffering
still
from
mad at
it.
you, Prometheus.
I'm gonna go. I'm mad at you. Don't get to be mad at me.
I
You're the
do
one
get to
who
be
was
mad.
day drinking.
Stop shouting.
You better give me your water skin.
No.
Give me your water skin.
No.
You puked on my shoes.
You made me.
You
The guards are
puked.
standing. I do believe that you guys are requested.
Yes. Let's go.
Yes,
let's go.
yes. It's fine.
You guys
I
on
take
your
off
way?
my robe thing. My robe thing that got puke on it. I take it off
Hey,
and put it in
guys,
my
how's it
bag. So I'm just in my armor now.
I
Well, my
just
armor
like
and my other clothes.
I get on
guess.
my broom and I go as fast as I can into the where they'll let me go.
Sounds good. So you guys enter in. You meet up with the rest of your group. As Nora enters in, you see the priest as like his face just gets pale. It's like such a terrible smell. And he reaches into his pocket and pulls out some perfume and just starts dabbing it all over you.
I just look at him and I go,
Nora.
"Do you have prestidigitation?"
Oh yes. Snaps his fingers and.
Oh, thankfully. See, perfect.
Thank you.
Magic is
I
useful
also have
after
that.
all.
But now she smells well. Now, please walk with us. We will meet Her Highness in the
Great.
teleportation chamber, and we shall go from there. You guys
Okay.
make your way through the palace, head down into one of the lower levels where they keep it. With the priest there, and your guys is just knowing what you are. They let you through the multiple layers of gates and doors that lead into the teleportation, or the room where the teleportation circle is. There inside, you see, as you enter in, you see several guards around the perimeter, as they're just there for guarding. You see this well-built but older man wearing almost what appears to be butler clothing. You guys would recognize him. You don't really, as Genth. He is. You would recognize as the princess's head man, head butler, head bodyguard. That's what he does. He follows her everywhere.
Her agent.
I
And
nod
standing
respectfully.
Next to him, you see this. You what?
I nod respectfully towards him because he's obviously a badass.
Sorry. Oh,
I would just like squint at him because I have a super bad headache.
he nods to all of you. Standing next to him, just sort of, she has her back towards all of you as you're entering in. Hands behind her back as she's just sort of like dancing around. You notice this, she's probably around 5'4", young girl, very fine blue dress with this long pink hair.
Wow.
And
She has pink hair?
turns around. Oh, yes,
Okay.
she has pink hair.
Have we seen her before?
Sort of a lighter pink. That's probably around. You've
Okay.
seen numerous members of the royal family, but
Okay.
well, it appears that all of you are here now. Wonderful. Let's go. Anxious to get back to Grimgard. Plus, there is the masquerade ball tonight, which I hope you are all so ready for. I'm so excited for this. Not really.
I look around at the group to see if anyone else knew about the masquerade ball.
I literally
I-
just like, I'm just like, I love dancing.
I was going to say, that's convenient. I didn't change out of my regalia.
Yeah, very
I-
convenient at all. She's ready to speak more. You watch as Genth walks up to all of you, hands each of you a paper. This is the itinerary. Please memorize it, then burn the papers. We do not need anyone getting a hold of this and knowing where the princess is. All of you shall have eyes on the princess or its surrounding area at all times. I will assign all of you to your guard stations, and you will know where to be and when to be. There. No excuses, no hesitations. You do what I say when I say it. Understood?
You
Understood.
do have awareness of our capabilities, correct?
Of course
I'm
I do.
sure he
I've been
does.
informed on all of you and everything that you can do.
Are itineraries personalized, or is it a general itinerary?
It's a general itinerary. So as you're looking over the paper, first one is the masquerade ball that's going to be happening this evening. Then you have the first day of the festival of Malonis, which is has just political meetings for the first half of the day. Second half of the day is the grand parade. Second day is the Temple's Blessings, which occurs through most of the day, and the fourth day is the farewell parade and the princess wishing everybody good luck, pretty much.
Did you say
Tentacle parade?
tentacles? I heard tentacle blessings. I was really confused.
Temple Blessings.
Oh.
So,
I'm like, is this
You know,
some
the eternal
sort of
kind.
interesting thing going
I
on?
was like,
Did I say
tentacle?
what'd you say, Ling?
Is this going to be a kink of some sort?
No, you guys are the worst. Ruining your character.
so would I have memorized mine by now? Would Absalom have done that?
Yeah, you guys are used to this. Be pretty
So-
good.
Okay.
It's not
Can I
too
use-
complicated.
I don't have any, like, prestidigitation or anything like that, but could I use, like, I have Firebolt, but I don't want to use Firebolt. Can I just create, like, a little teeny flame and just burn it in my hand and then just,
Is
like...
there
Do you have?
are there
conjure
torches
flame?
nearby?
I
There
do
are
not...
torches. Yes. Yes,
No.
there are torches in the chamber.
Cool. I
I-
just use a torch.
Yeah, I just I just burn it with a torch.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
Very good. And here's your writ of pardon for any magical use. And he here's gets again, Larkspur, another paper.
Oh.
This will,
I do have 3 papers then.
gives you the rights, authority, and ability to use magic within Grimgard. And hand it
Cool.
to all of you once again.
I will carefully store it so that
I
it doesn't get
file
crumpled
it.
or anything.
In my satchel.
Very good. Any questions?
I don't think so.
No, very good. Okay, as we enter into the circle, I want Princess at the center, all of you to be around her. Ling, you know what to do. You are up front, making sure on recon. Okay? I don't want the palace and Grimguard should be secured, but we're taking no precautions at this time. Are we understood?
Yes.
Yes.
You can see the princess, Natala, she's just sort of like in the back, and she's just like la 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 la, and she's kind of just being a little goofy and just being impatient, waiting for Genth to get on with the work. As soon as she says everybody to the circle, she hops in, she's like, I love this part, this is going to be so much fun, you guys ready? And you all step in, and you feel that sudden pull as moments later you find yourself in a much darker lit room. This time it's lit with arcane symbols that are all around the room there, but you now successfully find yourself in Grimguard. At the doorway, you see two guards with the doors being open, and out into the hallway, which is much better lit. You see this young man, Absalom. You would immediately recognize him.
Yes.
This is Phalio Centeris. He bows, says, Your Highness and fellow guards, let me once again welcome Your Highness and the rest of you to Grimguard. It is a pleasure to have you all here. I am Phalio, and I will be your guide, let's say.
I want to shoot a look to Genth, just to confirm.
Nods his head.
Alright, I'm cool with it. And I'll move forward and extend my hand. It was like, nice to meet you, Mr. Centeres.
And you are... I do not know who you are, actually.
I am Absalom.
Absalom. Very well, Absalom. Pleasure to have you. So you are ready for tonight's ball? Should be very, very entertaining. Hope you can dance.
Mm-hmm. I hope I can too.
I changed my my outfit to look exactly like the white power suit from Saturday Night Fever. I've got a literal I'm ready to a boogie.
I look over. Wrong dance. Whatever.
I go, what? What do you mean?
This is a ballroom dance. And more formal.
I just go, I thought we were having fun.
I'm a man of culture. I do appreciate that. Now, as he holds out his hand towards the princess. Let us take our leave. The night is approaching, and we must prepare. She takes his hand. She begins walking. He starts talking with her. As he looks the other way, she looks behind you and takes her finger and just pretends like she's gagging, ugh, and begins walking away. You all begin following.
I really like this princess. I'm gonna stand right behind her, well, no, I'm gonna get as close as the bodyguard will allow. Also, trying to look menacing and guardy because he's cool.
Sounds good.
Trying to impress him.
All right, over the next several hours, just to expedite this so we can get on, you all proceed into the palace. The princess goes to her chambers to prepare. The rest of you meet with Genth and have a discussion of your roles. Let's see. Absalom, Nora, and Prometheus. You guys are instructed to actually be present at the ball itself, be in the room where this is happening, where Absalom and Nora, you will be dressed in guard's attire. You will be watching the main entrance, and also the servants' entrances, watching who comes in, who comes out. You're given an itinerary of everybody that's going to be there. Or not itinerary, what's the word I'm looking for?
List.
Guest list.
A list. Yes, thank you, guest list. Of everyone that will be there. There's descriptions of them all there, too. It isn't a super large ball. This is just for most of the high nobles in the city. So it'll be about 30 people, not including servants the musicians who will be playing, and the other guards, just the palace guards.
Wait, so question.
Yes.
I'm supposed to be at the ball. Am I supposed to be incognito?
No, you two are going to be in guards attire.
Okay, good. That's my preference.
Wait, who is this two again?
You.
I know
and
I'm one of them.
Nora.
Oh, me and Nora?
Nor Prometheus.
Larkspur, you are to be
Mm.
undercover, dressed in attire, dressed with a mask, obviously, and you are to mingle and make sure everything is going okay. Not be suspicious. Don't look like you're out of place. Just do what you're
Don't
supposed to do
be
while keeping eyes
Don't be
on the
suspicious.
princess at all times. That is your job.
But keep eyes on
Then
the
we have-
princess at all times, you said?
Yes, that is
Okay.
your job. What was that? Let's see.
You said I was in guard's attire?
Yes.
Okay.
And then Ling, you are to be patrolling the outside of the palace at all times,
Yes.
from an aerial point of view.
And also
Excellent.
for me, when I'm in guard's attire, it doesn't look like I have any armor because I'll just have I'll have my cloak, and then I'll have like a tunic, but it'll be like have like cutaway sleeve sort of thing. It will look like the tunic that goes over a breastplate, but just like over like not a breastplate.
So wait, who all's in guard's attire?
Me, Nora,
So
and then I think you.
Oh no, sorry, Absalom, you're not in guard's attire. You were also dressed for the
You're
occasion.
undercover.
yeah, it's just I think it's just
so
Nora
Larkspur
and I.
Absalom.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so-
know I missed somebody.
You two are undercover. Nora and I are not undercover.
Ling is
I'm
in the
undercover?
sky.
Yes, you were.
Yeah, you're undercover.
Oh, could I?
Don't act like a guard.
So could I? Do I-
Because we're good at people skills.
So can I hide one weapon, like one longsword?
Oh, yeah.
Like not my greatsword and my shield, but just my longsword.
I've just straight up got my scythe out.
I've got my hammer and my axe
You-
on my
Well,
back.
I've got
as
those out
usual.
too,
As
but like
we are-
I've
as
got the
we
scythe
are-
wielded.
Oh my gosh.
That was a playlist that you're trying to load.
Anime waltz
Give me
music.
what I want. Look
But it's
at
also probably
what I
private.
want. Oh, I know. That's being stupid. Just a second. Roll a sleight of hand for me.
Absalom,
Absalom.
Yeah,
presumably.
Absalom, to try and
You could
hide
also
this.
have
like
as-
as you're getting ready.
19.
19. All right. Yeah, you're successfully able to hide it through like your long cloak that you're wearing and everything. So no problem.
Nice.
Right. So
But
presumably,
that just
well,
means-
yeah. Presumably
Well, it's what?
not wearing anything bulky. So like, Absalom's. Maybe I'm hiding I could hide a dagger or something, but like nothing like. It's just undercover. Like, should I be
yeah.
prepared to like fight someone, or should I just be prepared to alert someone else to
This
fight
is-
someone?
Just sort of prepared to alert. They know that
Gotcha.
you have the ability to cast spells and do things like that, so
Gotcha.
you should be okay with that. All right. As you all are stationed, you all watch as nobles throughout Grimgard enter in. Music is playing in the background. There's servants walking in and out, serving all sorts of wines and small appetizers. You hear chatting in the background. People are laughing. People are begin dancing. For the first part, the Princess Utala hasn't entered yet. Another has Phaleo. I see sort of like the other high noble over it. 20 minutes pass and people are enjoying themselves. You don't see anything happening. No one seems suspicious at this time. I'm gonna have let's see. Ling, I need you to roll perception for me.
Excellent.
Outside guard.
Let's see.
20 total.
Very good. Okay. As you begin searching the perimeter from the sky in the dark, you have your cover, but you're able to see what's going on as the streets are well lit. You do notice as people are entering the palace, there are several people who get into a confrontation with some of the front guards, as they're not on the list, they're not able to go. Some of them get rather angry, let out some threats that they're going to get in no matter what, but the guards are firm, and the people leave.
I distribute their descriptions.
Okay. One of them is this half-elfin woman, very long, eloquent green dress, and the other one is a half-elfin man, very short, well-kept red hair, chiseled chin, features, a little bit of red scruff showing, but well-kept still.
Okay.
Larkspur, I need you to roll perception for me.
Perception.
That you are with the princess this entire time.
Alright, and this is indeed a roll.
Yes.
Okay. Wow, I got that one. I mean,
Fine.
But there's an 8. Yeah.
As you,
it does that up to 8, so, but...
As you guys, the night continues on, about an hour has passed. Genth lets the princess know, my lady, it is time for you to make your entrance, and he looks over at Phaleo, and nods also, as they've just been conversing with each other. Phaleo's been trying to court the princess this entire time, but the princess is having nothing with it. She's just like really bored with him. He's really trying, but nothing's happening. You notice, like, I actually have a picture. I'll let you guys know, so I planned this. This is what Phaleo looks like, or what, like, he looks like this evening. No, where is it? Second. Why isn't it loading?
It takes a moment.
Oh, it's not loading, like, on my screen, but I just got it, I think. Okay. So this is what Phaleo's going to be presenting himself as. It's very well kept, very eloquent attire. Sort of like the
Man,
son of
she
the
really
Alchemist.
doesn't like him.
Oh no, he's a weeb. He's a simp. He's a
weep simp.
He's a weeb simp.
What a nerd.
But
He's an incel.
he's trying so hard, it's just not working. He's brought her flowers and whatnot. As
Flowers.
Jeff lets them know it's their time with their parents, he nods as per Norman, he is a performer, that he does perform one song for the group. And all of you would have been able to see him. He looks like this. So like this is Phaleo.
I'm just gonna whisper over the sending stones and be like, this guy's a real douche.
You're not there to see that, though, during that instance, though.
But you've seen their interactions for the last 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, I'm a guy
I would
inside.
step back.
I'm
like-
watching the princess.
I'm like, yeah, he's kind of harassing her.
Dude, he's so... He looks like he has onion breath all the time. Like... What is he even... She's way out of his league.
Okay.
Just
I don't have
gossip
another
over
comment
the-
after that.
What does a unit...
You guys are just discussing. He excuses himself for a minute, says, I hope you enjoy my song. You follow him. He leaves. Next where you follow the princess.
Okay.
As Dev walks in and makes the announcement of the royal princess, the band quiets down. All the nobles in the ballroom, they all quiet as you watch as Princess Natalia, she enters in. This time it's a pink dress. Very, very beautiful, very fancy. Typical ballroom gown dress, has a little bit of poof to it, with her very long pink hair all braided. She has a white flower in her hair. She does her royal duties and curtsies to everyone and walks in towards the center where her song will happen. Moments later, Prometheus. Okay, let's see. Prometheus, Nora, Absalom. Yeah, all of you except for Larkspur right now, and Slingshot roll. Just roll an intelligence check for me.
Oh, dang it.
Oh
Got a
no!
5.
I got a 2.
I got an 18.
Prometheus comes in with this.
I mean, I am the smartest person in the group.
All right.
I'm still hungover.
Right.
Gosh, dang
Okay,
it.
you're good. Just 1 second. Let me grab that.
I use magic, but I'm not that smart.
What's magic?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Oh, you mean long distance pain causing?
Yeah.
I have a crossbow.
As you guys
I specialize in long distance.
You guys see as several of the violinists begin to rise. They're wearing similar masquerade attire, but it's a full mask covering with a smile. They have these very it almost looks like the soldier's uniform. And where the bowstring for the violin would be a sword. It's very eloquently decorated. As 5 or 6 of them about 5 or 6 stand up and begin playing the intro for. Oh, let's see, rhythm. Are you playing? Yeah. You begin playing. Several of them are playing like a harp or just like a flute. As you hear this voice come in, it begins humming. You watch as
Is that Valio?
from the ceiling, Balin descends, sort of like one of those silk cloths as he's just falling and humming. Everybody's eyes just become as they hear this beautiful voice singing to everybody that's around them. The music is beautiful and soothing, and the princess, having shown her disdain for him, is holding her image as being a princess and is watching him and listening.
Can I insight check, the situation? This feels weird.
I would also like to.
Unfortunately, with the way that you rolled your intelligence, you cannot.
I got an 18.
Yep.
Oh. I'll just be looking around in the crowd and whatnot, just not paying attention. Oh, paying a little bit of attention to Phalia, but just still trying to make sure that nothing is happening in the crowd.
Yep, nope, they're all just watching, listening. Phalio, he walks closer to the princess and reaches out his hand as she takes it. And while he's singing, he begins waltzing with her in the center of the ballroom. The orchestra, or the violins, the people playing, the band members, they begin getting into their part. And it's really beautiful. Even though you might not like this guy, he does have a beautiful voice, and it's going very well. Okay, Ling. Ling, I want you to roll another perception, and now I need Larkspur to roll perception.
Need me to roll perception?
Yep.
Okay. 18.
Oh.
18's crossed.
18. Very nice.
Nice.
And Nora's like, I'm
What's
pretty
that
sure I'm
final?
on the.
All right. With that final note, in the brief seconds. Okay. Yes. So Ling, as you're following around, you notice those same 2 people begin heading towards the western end of the palace. They have returned, but this time they're being sneaky about it. Something seeming suspicious. In a brief second,
Get him.
Larkspur, you notice the image, the visage of the band players. It shimmers for just a second, and you know in that moment that there is an illusion happening. I need everybody to roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh
With
no!
the final note being played. It was a second too late, unfortunately.
What? 15.
I can if it
You don't
doesn't.
have to do this. Like, you don't have to do this.
Oh, I don't have to.
Yeah, no, Linkshot doesn't have to. He's not in the room.
Okay,
She-
well I'm.
There she is. Sorry. Oh,
So do I fail?
with
11.
that final note, you all begin to feel drowsy.
Okay, I'm gonna use
As a
Indomitable.
Oh no.
Is overcoming you. You notice for a brief second before all of you fall unconscious, the other patrons in the room, the other nobles, immediately all just start falling to the ground, and you see a smirk
That's not good.
My second
Peleus.
one's 15.
as he grabs into the princess and says, "Finally, we can be together." And he
Oh
pulls
crap.
on the silk and ascends as all of you fall down.
So question: does a 15 make it?
Second time today.
No, it does not.
Oh, dang it! So I used my Indomitable for nothing. Okay.
And that is where we will end for tonight's session.
Ow!
I knew he was trouble. I should have just cut off his hands. Just like,
Man,
hello.
I so wanted to make that insight check on him. I'm dumb.
Oh, I know. You needed one more for the DC.
Oh,
Tonight, too.
I didn't trust that douche, and then he went and kidnapped her. Ooh,
I
guys,
should have done this.
we're so fired.
Oh no. Not if we wake up fast and find her. Then
Do
we'll
I
be fine.
notice everyone falling asleep?
No, it's a split second where they all just like the final note hits. It seems like he's enthralled her and she's listening to him and he's taking her, and then they watch as just people all fall down. They try fighting it for a second and they themselves fall unconscious.
Guys,
But Ling is outside. Ling, you can't see any of that.
guys,
Right, Link's
we
side.
we totally should have gotten an extra sending stone made for the princess, for communication purposes.
That was on Genth. That should have been his job. If we were, yeah.
That's true.
Oh, the bodyguard
But
might have something. We'll have to check
He
next
might.
week.
Yeah.
Either that, or he's gonna be like, "You guys